All right, welcome to Advent of Code Day 5. We're only 10 days behind. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Life has been busy. So busy. My regular streaming schedule is out the window. Hello, Amber Dragon. My regular screaming schedule? I might need a screaming schedule. My regular streaming schedule is out the window for the entire rest of the month, which is not fun either. So it's just going to be random Advent of Code streams whenever I can cram them in. And I guess we'll get back to Dwarf Fortress in the new year. In the meantime, the ads at the start are intense. What ads did you get today? I don't see the ads because it's just whatever personalized ads. But I'd like to do an ad chunk at the front when nobody's watching anyway, because then it gets the pre-roll to turn off for an hour, so then I don't have pre-rolls. It means I do have to take ad breaks every so often, but it forces me to stand up and stretch and drink water, and that's probably a good thing. 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, well, it's like a 3-minute ad break. I'm pretty sure that you're the only person watching right now, so now nobody else has to deal with pre-rolls. Anyway, let's get into day 5. Print queue. Satisfied with their search on series, the squadron of scholars suggests subsequently scanning the stationary stacks of Subbasement 17. Say that 17 times fast. The North Pole printing department is busier than ever this close to Christmas, and while the historians continue their search of this historically significant facility, an elf operating a very familiar printer beckons you over. The elf must recognize you because they waste no time in explaining that the new sleigh launch safety manual updates won't print correctly. Failure to update the safety manuals would be dire indeed, so you offer your services. Safety protocols clearly indicate that new pages for the safety manuals must be printed in a very specific order. The notation X pipe Y means that if both page number X and page number Y are to be produced as part of an update, page number X must be printed at some point before page number Y. The elf has for you both the page ordering rules and the pages to produce in each update, but can't figure out whether each update has the pages in the right order. So given some sample input, which I've already put in over here. This specifies page ordering rules, 1 per line. The first rule specifies that if an update includes both page number 47 and page number 53, then 47 must be printed at some point before page number 53. Doesn't have to be immediately before, just at some point before. The second section specifies the page numbers of each update. Because most safety manuals are different, the pages needed in the updates are different too. First update, blah blah blah, means that the update consists of page numbers, those ones. To get the printers going as soon as possible, start by identifying which updates are already in the right order. Okay. So it's a set of rules and then a set of updates to check against the rules. Because the first update does not include some page numbers, the ordering rules involving those missing page numbers are ignored. The second and third updates are also in the correct order according to the rules. Like the first update, they also do not include every page number, and so only some of the ordering rules apply. Within each update, the ordering rules that involve missing page numbers are not used. Okay. I think I understand all that. And for some reason, the elves also need to know the middle page number of each update being printed. Because you are currently only printing the correctly ordered updates, you will need to find the middle page number of each correctly ordered update. So you need to pick out the correctly ordered updates and get the middle page number. These have a middle page number, blah blah blah. Adding these together gives a total. Of course, you'll need to be careful. The actual list of page ordering rules is bigger and more complicated than the example above. Determine which updates are already in the correct order. What do you add up if you add up the middle page number for those correctly ordered updates? Okay. So we're reading in our input file. We're going to split on... Whoa! That's not the button that I meant to press. We're going to split on pipe for these. We're going to split on pipe so that we get the token of first page number and the last page number. We're going to build a dictionary of page or order rules. And for each of these tokens... Now, I'd had to think about this at the end of day 4. And I came up with a good solution in my head and didn't write it down. Let me think for a second. I believe I wanted to key on the first number. Yes. I want to key on the first number. So page order rules token 0. Is going to append tokens 1. Does that work? Sparkly typing effect. I like my sparkly typing effect. It brings me joy. I could also make it be a fire or fireworks. I could make the text shake too, and that's all just too much. I just go with the little sparkly. Sparkly, sparkly. Because we like sparkles. I like sparkles. It's called Power Mode for VS Code. Power Mode. Yeah, you can get like a power combo in the corner. You can make everything shake, you can change the color of your little particles. You can have more explosions, fireworks, fire, magic. Apparently you can have Clippy. Yeah. It's very silly. Okay. First off, if line happens to be empty, we want to break out of this loop. Otherwise, then we're... Oh. I know what the comments string thing is. Process page or order rules. Even Clippy? Yeah, even Clippy. You can combine them all at once too, I think. But good luck with your frame rate. I think I tried the magic and the fireworks when I first installed it, and it was a little janky. But the particles work great. And once we get out here, need to process updates to do. Okay. Okay, so this should take this first number and make a list of all of the numbers that come after it. Yes, it'll take this first number and put it as a key in the dictionary. And then it'll collect all of the numbers that need to come after it and make a list. So that as we process each line of the file, can I just start up for line in file again at this point? Will that, because we haven't closed the file. I wonder if that works. So then we need to split these. On comma. Page in tokens. Let's see, we can do something fancy here. We can go I, comma, page in enumerate tokens. And then if tokens from the beginning up to I, hang on, if basically if page order rules with the key of tokens I, there's a Python way of checking if any of these list items are in this list. And I want to say it's like .any. If any items in a list are true, that's not what I want. Python in. Check if list contains any elements of another list. That's precisely what I want. I knew it involved any. Fuck off, Stack Overflow. This is what we want. Okay, what I'm trying to do I will rename those properly anyway. Okay, so for X in go. Basically, so if any of the numbers that are supposed to come after this, if any of the page numbers that are supposed to come after this page number are in fact in the list slice before this number, then... Sorry, I'm distracted by chat. What is going on? Shift just cast the ultimate spell in the advent of CodeQuest by subscribing. Your support is the sparkly typing effect that magically corrects all our code, or at least makes the bugs more bearable. Thanks for being part of this epic coding journey. Appreciate it. Every year I want to finish AOC, but every time, after a few days, I'm just so tired of the index shuffle stuff. I'm so happy that my day-to-day programming in e-commerce lends itself very well to being solved with modern language features. This goes so far as every time I see a square bracket, I can assume the code is wrong. Nice. I did e-commerce for a bunch of years. I don't miss having to freak out about Black Friday. It fills me with joy these last couple of years when I don't have to worry about it. Anyway. Anyway, if that's true, that means the rule was violated. Continue. There's a cleaner way to write this, I'm sure, and I will think about that in a second. But in the meantime, if the rule was not violated, we need to get the middle number. Eldon, good evening to you too. I'm having a great day. I got to do a photo shoot today. It was a good time. I got to redeem myself in the group photo for my dance group with all of the really tall people. There's the notification for the subscriber. Ooh, that took a hot second. But I got to redeem myself in the group shot because we tried to take it last week and I was so short compared to the other leaders. So this time I brought 6-inch heels, and then I matched the height of the next shortest leader. And there were 3 guys taller. Like, notably taller still. And I'm not short. But it was really fun being tall. Everybody was so little. Which could be tall like that all the time. It'd be great. They are all just super tall in this one group. It's West Coast Swing and it's partner dance, and I do the traditionally male role because that's what I wanted to do. And it just so happens that it's in this particular routine group, the other 4 leaders are just exceptionally tall. Like, they start at 6'1" and go up. And there's me at 5'7", which is not short. I just look tiny compared to them. And it would just be so nice if I had just like a couple extra inches, because it would make some of the dance stuff that much easier. Anyway, I need the middle digit, which is gonna be the length of tokens divided by 2. Inted. All right, and we're going to need an overall sum. Just gonna start at 0. That's nope, that's going to be the index by which we index tokens. I could make this more readable. I don't know that I will. And then at the end of this, we print sum. So I strongly suspect this is going to spit out the wrong answer. Ooh. I guess that doesn't quite work. Okay, if that exists. Then we can do that. Else, page order rules, tokens 0 is going to equal the list containing the 1th element. It's not append, is it? What is it? Python append to list. Where's the list in place? Yeah, is that extend? Fuck off. Gotta learn to turn that off. Extend method goes a step further and allows for the addition of multiple elements. I don't want to add multiple elements. I do want append. Okay. Python dictionary of lists. I want it to be... Should this not work? Key error 47. Well, okay, let's start by printing out what tokens is at this point. Let's start there. 47, 53. All right. And I'm not being a dummy, right? That should print 47. Yes, it does. Okay. Oh, it'll work differently if I save it. Because I'm basically trying to test if it exists. Oh, page order rules. Dot keys. Dot contains. No. No, no, no. If tokens 0th element is in page order rules.keys, then it's been defined. Otherwise, we'll define it. Yes? Okay, we made progress. Tokens 1 is out of range. Tokens 1 cannot be. Might need line W equals backwest session. I can't even get the first element so far. Okay. Why did the music get so creepy? Hang on. Why are we creepy? Something a little more chill, please. Oh. I see what you're saying about the \n. I got there. I got there. But that still doesn't look. That still doesn't work. Or maybe it does. Unsupported types for int and string. Okay, but sum's a number. Oh, right. That is in fact a string. I need to cast that to an integer. We're almost there. So this is saying tokens I. Well, let's make sure this is actually doing what I think it's doing, and this should just print the page updates. Remarkable. That actually does work. I'm very happy about that. That the file reader doesn't get reset to the beginning of the file, so I can just keep going with for line and file. Makes me so happy. Okay, so key error, token's eyes, 13. Oh, and there are no rules for... There's no 13 in here. So there's no key. Okay, so, but first we need to check if... Just borrow that. Okay. So if it even exists in the keys, and thing exists in other list. I'm doing so well with words today. I know what I mean. Oh, okay, that actually got a number, but is it the correct number? These numbers together gives 143, and I got 1,021. Well, that wasn't right. Okay. But we are, like, reading in the correct... Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. Okay. So here we're going to print out tokens to make sure that we're approving the correct rule sets. Oh. Oh, I'm doing this in a stupid place. That's why. I'm doing this stupid. If the rule is violated, then we don't need to keep going through the update string. We can fully break out of that. Otherwise, we don't want to add stuff yet. We only want to add stuff at the end. It's a valid update. Let's see, okay. Okay, so then we actually don't need that else. And if we've made it all the way out here, whoa, if valid, then we can add the middle page number. Was I getting the correct, okay, 20, that's a correct page number, that's correct. And that's correct one. I still have additional page numbers, or page updates that I'm approving as correct, even though that's not... Oh. Well, I got 143, which is what I'm supposed to get. Okay, this is good. So now if I... put in my actual test input, I get 6,260. And that's the right answer. Yay! Gold star. So let's copy and paste. Name you to part 2. Can't even do the Macarena properly. I'm doing great. Okay. Part 2. While the elves get to work. The whole line 26? Whole line 26. And actually, I'm going to copy this into my snippets as a useful thing. Check if list 2 contains any items from list 1. List 2. Keep that snippet for later. But yeah, so this is checking if my page order rules even contains that page number as a key. And then if the list that's stored there, if any of the items in the list that's stored there appear in the slice of the update up to this point, then the rule has been violated with the way that I've structured my page rules. But yeah, Python's great. Does this list contain any items from this other list in one line? I love it. Python has a for else. There's a for else loop at all? Wait. Print a message when the loop has ended. Neat. I didn't know a for else loop was a thing. But it will not execute if it's stopped by a break statement. Neat. Shit, if all your cookies are gone, well, you'll just have to hang out in the stream more and get your cookies back. Bobo stream, I thought about my own check on line 26 backwards somehow, but it was still valid. I mean, as long as it works. For the purposes of Advent of Code, doesn't matter how it works, as long as you get the right answer. Okay, let's actually start this part 2. While the elves get to work printing the correctly ordered updates, you have a little time to fix the rest of them. For each of the incorrectly ordered updates, use the page ordering rules to put the page numbers in the correct order. For the above example, here are the 3 incorrectly ordered updates. After taking only the incorrectly ordered updates and ordering them correctly, their middle page numbers are blah blah blah, and add them together. Okay. That's pretty easy with the way we have things structured. So we don't need valid anymore. Don't need valid, but we are going to make a function called fix line. We will get it fixed in place so that that still works. This part was insanely difficult. Okay, so we've already caught the violated rule. So we just need to fix the violated rule with this fix line that we are now going to write. So it needs to be sorted based on my sort rules. Okay. Now that I'm actually thinking this through, this might be more complicated than I first thought. Let's put the page numbers in the right order. So the way I've got my page order rules right now, it's keyed on a page number and then a list of everything that comes after it. Just for my own organization. Okay, so my dictionary is in the format of 1 and the list of stuff that comes after 1. I bet there's a fancy Python way of doing this, but I don't know what that is. Some kind of custom sort function. Actually, Python does have a sort. function to specify the sorting criteria. I bet it's going to end up being something like line.sort key sort function. Sort based on the year value, sort by the length value in reversed. Okay, I feel like there's something here. I just have to figure out how to make a sort function based on my dictionary. There's also no reason I couldn't reverse how my dictionary is stored. Like keyed on page number and with the list of stuff that must come before that page number. But I think in this instance it probably doesn't matter. Although actually, if I'm gonna do it this way, not sure if sorting is possible because of end-to-end relations. That's why I discarded the approach. Really hoping you can get it working though. Would love to see that. Well, we'll take an attempt. We'll make an attempt. I can spell item. Although for... this would have to return like a single value that can be sorted on. This approach would have to return a single value that can be sorted on, and I don't think I can boil this down to a single value to sort on. It's checking if it is sorted. Sort will just sort it. Come. CMP to key. Okay. Let's put a change Python sorted function. It now takes 3 values, iterable key and reverse. The last 2 are optional, but the key part, CMP key uses a key to compare elements. It's built in the function tools. used with tools that accept key functions such as min, max, sorted, etc. Takes only one argument, which strictly should be a callable. This function returns a special key that can be used to compare elements. Oh. Okay. This sounds promising. Does it let you do the three-way compare? It's been a minute since I did one of these. It looks like this does. Okay, but we don't want, we want tokens dot sorted. No, that's not how this works. Sorted takes tokens and key, which is going to be tools.cmp to key compare, and then we'll call this compare A and B, and then we can get fancy with it. Right after this ad break. We'll be back after these messages. Everybody stand up, stretch, get some water, hydrate. I'm gonna do a little block of ads, and then we'll be back in like 4 minutes. And then we'll finish part 2. So BRB. Let's do this thing. Okay, so returning 1 makes it come before, and -1, or -1 makes it come before. A comes before B. Okay, first of all, if A is in page order rules dot keys, we can do stuff. Because if it's not, we can return 0 because it's irrelevant. No semicolon. This is Python. Then if B is in page order rules keyed on A, that means B must come after A, so that should return a 1. Or no, this should be -1. If B is in the list of things that should come after A, and we're comparing, oops, A and B, then A comes before B, so we return -1. if B is not in that list of rules, it super does not matter. Which I guess means we can, just... If we make it here, return 0. Wonder how this is implemented internally, a bit of a shortcut not to need to implement the comparison looping logic yourself. But all is fair in these challenges. Yeah, I mean, if I can take the easy way out. Well, let's see what this spits out. Oops, not part 1. This is part 2. Oh, I'm probably not importing something. Import func tools, that's what I'm forgetting. Well, it ran. And it made a number. Sup Lorenzo de Boss. Love that. We maybe have just finished part 2 of day 5? Hey, yes we did! Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm feeling pretty pleased with myself. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the compare function thing. That's fantastic. Sticking that in snippets. Custom sorting. 'Cause that's fantastic. Well, all right then. Is this a camel or a snake? What is this? It's quick runtime as well as programming. Yeah, I have no desire to benchmark it, but yeah, it just kind of went. And we've only been on for just over an hour, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Well, that was fun. I really want to look at day 6. I will look at day 6. I will look at day 6 and set up for day 6, but I do not have time to do day 6. Unless it like jumps out as like the most insanely quick thing ever. Pardon me one moment, I need a screenshot of this for my thumbnail for the VOD. That's not what I wanted. That's better. Hop up day 6. that's, no, I did not want a new window. I wanted a new folder. We get a new file called part1.py. And an input.txt. And I start with my basic file input because always. Went ahead and implemented a recursive backtracking search in Rust, and that took around 10 minutes of pure calculation time. Using sorting algorithms should be a few orders of complexity faster. Yeah, I mean, if I don't have to write my own custom sorting algorithm, that's fantastic. All right, let's read this thing. The Historians use their fancy device again, this time to whisk you all away to the North Pole prototype suit manufacturing lab in the year 1518. Reference to 2018. It turns out that having direct access to history is very convenient for a group of historians. You still have to be careful of time paradoxes, and so it will be important to avoid anyone from 1518 while the historians search for the chief. Unfortunately, a single guard is patrolling this part of the lab. Maybe you can work out where the guard will go ahead of time so that the historians can search safely. You start by making a map of the situation. The map shows the current position of the guard with that doodad, to indicate the guard is currently facing up from the perspective of the map. Any obstructions, crate desks, chemical reactors, etc., are shown as hashtag. Lab guards in 1518 follow a very strict patrol protocol, which involves repeatedly following these steps. If there is something directly in front of you, turn right 90 degrees, otherwise take a step forward. Okay. Haven't done day 6 yet, that's for tomorrow, I'm off for now. Have fun and good luck. Thank you. You as well. I'm not going to be on much longer. I can already tell that this is going to require more brain power than I've got right now. Okay, following the above protocol, the guard moves up several times until she reaches the obstacle, in this case, a pile of failed suit prototypes. So then she'll turn right and go until she runs into the next thing. Turn right and go down. And the process continues for a while, but the guard eventually leaves the mapped area after walking past a tank of universal salt. By predicting the guard's route, you can determine which specific positions in the lab will be in the patrol path, including the guard's starting position. The positions visited by the guard before leaving the area are marked with an X. Okay. In this example, the guard will visit 41 distinct positions on your map. Predict the path of the guard. How many distinct positions will the guard visit before leaving the mapped area? Oh. Like, I really want to get into this, but I know that it's going to take way more hours than I have right now, given the number of brain cells that I have functioning. What does the puzzle input look like? Gross. Let's grab that starting example input. I'm gonna have to give some thought to some data structures that for storing. I don't want to think about this right now. We're gonna call it a night. But thank you everybody for hanging out while I worked on day 5 of Advent of Code. I I'm hoping... Wait, let me consult a calendar. I think I have my Monday and Tuesday this week. I do seem to have my Monday and Tuesday this week. So, hoping for a stream tomorrow night and Tuesday night. Don't know when exactly. Haha, yes. My podcast co-host has confirmed I have my Monday and Tuesday night free. Excellent. If you'd like to know exactly when that's gonna be, join the Discord. I try to give somewhere between 20 and 60 minutes of notice for unplanned streams in there. Otherwise, sometimes we play Dwarf Fortress, although I think we're done with Dwarf Fortress for the month just because of scheduling. Because December scheduling sucks. But that'll get back on track in January. And I'm gonna carve out some time for a regularly scheduled coding stream because I miss doing that. I like the coding streams. Plus the VODs do so well. Oh my gosh. Like my Advent of Code Day 1 and 2 VODs got over 2,000 views. Which is like nothing in the grand scheme of things, but like it's a lot for me and I'm excited about it. Anywho. I suppose we should go raid somebody who is streaming that I know. Not many people. Let's see who's in the same category. We'll go find somebody cool in the software category. I am open to suggestions. Do we want game dev or not game dev? Adam C. Eunice. Software and game dev. What are you doing? Something with pixel art. I like it. I like it. Okay, we'll go do that. Alright, we're gonna start this raid. I'm gonna also load up this guy in my other tab. Because sometimes ads like to run, and then I can't actually see what the streamer is saying when I raid them. That's wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna go raid Adam. I'll see everybody tomorrow and or Tuesday. Join the Discord if you want to know exactly when, because I don't know exactly when. And we'll do day 6 with some fancy mapping algorithms or something. I'm sure that will be made better if I have scotch. Yes? Yes. I'll have some scotch with that. Okay, bye everybody.